Let's build some super blocks. I am so excited about this urban concept. It's been on my list of things I've been wanting to do. So if you're new here, I've been using the concept of the 15-minute city to build a pedestrian utopia in Cites Skylines. And now we have the Promenades and Plaza DLC. I'm actually attempting to build 100% pedestrian city on our map. The first 2 episodes, I built this city entrance to make sure that we had all the functionality and public transit coming in. And now today we get to dive in and actually start zoning. One of the many interesting things I learned when reading about superblocks is there actually is consideration for foliage. There's not a lot of green space in these dense urban areas where you would have superblocks. Therefore, providing streets that have trees that provide shade and green space is actually really important. And I've selected a light stone for our main superblock area here. I don't know if you've walked on hot pavement before, but I think the light pavement is going to work best for our citizens. I decided to go with the palm trees. I feel like they're the right move. They seem to be providing the most amount of shade, and I love the way these look. This is so exciting. It's the first time using these high capacity elementary and high school buildings. I think they are so cool. And in the elementary school, I'll show you guys later, there's like an indoor playground that you can see from the side of the building. So cute. As we've all discovered, being able to use the University DLC or even the Parks DLC is challenging and difficult with this new pedestrian only zone. So we're going to go with the high capacity University. It's going to work out well anyways for us because it matches the design aesthetic of the wall-to-wall buildings. And I love pairing it with this kind of classic looking library. I think it turned out really good. As you may know, we also got new fire, police, and hospital, which I'm going to fit into our super blocks right here. And then we can start zoning. So we're going to need to lay down our zoning to select the wall-to-wall specialization for our office, residential, and commercial. And then we're also going to have to extend our pedestrian zone. So let me do that first. So while you guys are watching me kind of figure out in my very organized brain how I want to do all my zoning in the super blocks, which takes me a little bit of time, this is a good time to actually talk about super blocks. I think they're really interesting. So I'm sure if you've heard of super blocks, you know that they were made popular in Barcelona, and they came out of a need to reduce air and also noise pollution, and just they wanted to discourage cars. Now, the interesting thing that I'm doing here is I'm creating 100% pedestrian city. So there are no cars. So in Barcelona, it wasn't about removing the cars. It was about discouraging them. And if you guys remember in my very first episode of the 15-minute city, you'll remember that I created these little mini neighborhoods with no through traffic. And it's kind of that similar concept of allowing cars through, but making it so that they can't use the neighborhoods to drive to point A to point B. They can come in and out, but they can't cross through. So therefore you eliminate the need for people to drive through the neighborhood unless they live there. So that's the whole concept of super blocks too, is just discouraging traffic, and then also within the super block area, returning the streets to pedestrians completely. So having a one-way system through and also keeping it to local traffic, you really reduce the amount of cars, and then also the important thing was reducing the amount of parking that was available. So it's really interesting how they did all that. And I just think the idea of super blocks is so cool. It fits so well within the whole 15-minute city framework, because you're just figuring out how to give an area back to the pedestrians, make the pedestrians the priority. And by doing that, you've just increased the quality of life for all of your citizens. And look at everybody coming in and walking to their new homes. That's so exciting. Now, I put in these one-way bike roads I got from the workshop, and I painstakingly put them in. They took a lot of time to put in, but they're just not being used the way I wanted them to. I really wanted a way to separate foot traffic from bike traffic along like kind of like major areas, so that way we could help calm the traffic down with like the type of pedestrian traffic and give bikers a place where they could have priority, but they're just not being used in the way that I wanted them to, so they're gone now. Okay, everyone's moving in. Things are really starting to come together. We've got a nice mixture of residential, office, and commercial in our super blocks, but I've left a little bit of open space on each block, and I've done that because I want to leave some space for some bicycle parking. Larry Skylines made these awesome bike plazas, and he has a bunch of different sizes. Go check them out. They're perfect for your pedestrian areas. And then also I want to add in some sort of park asset. And then I wanted to spend a little time detailing inside of each of our super blocks, because that's the only green space available to our citizens. You know, it's where you would take the dog out or maybe just go sit. So I want to make sure that we give those a little bit of attention. So let's turn up the music and go block by block and really try to give these a little bit of personality. Okay, on to our elementary school. We have these 1x4 playgrounds that Larry Skylines built that are so adorable, and I think that we can work these into this elementary school in a super cute way. Okay, that's perfect. Essentially, we have a large play yard that just circles the elementary school, which is so cute. I'm gonna get some palm trees here for some shade, and then let's move on and get our hospital all detailed up. Okay, we are now on the other side of our super blocks, adding in some palm trees to give some shade to our pool. Well, the waterfront is right here, so I like the idea of having the pool right there. Again, I'm using a large bike parking lot plaza and a little food truck just to complete this little corner. And let's move on to detail our university. I'm obsessed with how this turned out. Oh, so cute. Who wouldn't want to go to school here? You've got community gardens, you've got a pool, a sauna, you've got this giant, beautiful library. What a beautiful building. I love mixing the old aesthetic with the new modern. I just think that's so pretty. Let's take a little, I have to take a screenshot. This is just too cute. Too cute. Okay, let's keep going. Okay, I have a fun little plan. You know this wouldn't be a build without some local and organic produce, but I need to get our bus road up parallel to our super block. So I'm going to do a little terrain work and go ahead and pull through our key as well and get us all set up. Okay, just like I did last time, I am prepping some tram stops ahead of time. That way, next week when we get in and start to work on the build again, our transportation will be in place and we just need to build around it. Plus, these are just really fun to put together. So I'm going to put one on each side. You'll see in a minute. It will all make sense. And then we'll move on to the final project of the day. I'm so excited. I am going to use several different types of zoning, so I'm going to create a couple different districts throughout this thin little strip here, and I'm going to use 1x1 and 1x2 buildings from different styles and just make an outdoor market. It's going to have food trucks, it's going to have some restaurants, it's going to have some farmers market vibes, all the things. It's going to be a super cute.
Tell me something I haven't heard before. 'Cause I'm restless and I'm dying to know more. Show me something I haven't seen before. 'Cause I'm tired of the same boats, the same shore. It's time, my friend, to leave this hell behind us. We got everything we need to make a change. I can't keep pretending I'm right where I wanna be. I'm hopelessly in need of better days. 'Cause I'm too young to face the end, but I'm old enough to start again. And I still got time. The world is trying to pin me down, but I'm running at the speed of light. And I still got time. Still got time. Give me something worth fighting for. 'Cause my heartbeat has been silent for too long. Tell me one thing, are you happy, are you satisfied? I know that you know when you're done. It's time, my friend, to leave this hell behind us. We got everything we need to make a change. I can't keep pretending I'm right where I wanna be. I'm hopelessly in need of better days. 'Cause I'm too young to face the end, but I'm old enough to start.
Our street market is complete. Our super blocks are filled in. Let's take a walk around our city.
All this time, I've been feeling hopeless till you came around. All this time, You're the only reason I'm not chasing highs, chasing highs. What is love? Lately I've been wondering just what is love? What is love? I don't know. No one ever showed me. I've been on my own for too long. But if you hold me now, let me into your heart. Maybe I can start to love again and tend to my scars. Can you show me how? Can you love me with all you've done? 'Cause I'm coming alive. I just wanna come alive. I'm coming alive. I just wanna come alive.
Just a little reminder, I've had so many great name suggestions for this new 15-minute walkable city, but none that just felt perfect. So please keep making your name suggestions, and hopefully one I'll be like, Eureka, that's it. And I'll keep thinking too, so I know this area needs a name desperately. I hope you all have a joyful day, and I'll catch you next time.